Hey everyone, welcome back to our course, English 220, World Literature 1. This is for the summer 2023 semester. I'm the professor for the course, Anthony Sams, and what I want to do in this video is walk you through the navigation of our course in Ivy Learn, or Canvas is the platform, but we call it Ivy Learn here at the college, and you'll hear me use those terms interchangeably throughout the course, and also maybe even in this video. What I mean by course navigation is helping you know where you need to go to access the information that you need in order to be successful in the class. So we're going to go through all of that information, and I'm not going to spend too much time getting into the weeds in this particular video because different expectations are going to exist throughout the course, but for the most part, everything that you're going to need is located in about 3 or 4 central places. And there are multiple ways that you can access that information inside our course. This is our homepage, and yours is going to look different because mine is on the teacher side of things. If I switched over to student view, which you can see that I can do over here by clicking on this button, it would show me the course as it looks exactly on your end. On the teacher end, there are links, but then I've also hidden some things so that you can't see them. And the layout of the screen is also different on mine than it's going to be on yours. The color scheme is different and so on and so forth. But all the information is essentially the same. Because the course hasn't been published yet, if I were to switch over to the student view, there would be a lot of things that would be locked out from this video. And so we're going to keep it in the instructor view so that you can see things. And you'll just have to imagine or click through on your own on the student side of things to see how it's a little different on your side than it is on my side. But all of the information is the same. It's just you can see more buttons and features on the instructor side of Canvas than you can on the student side. When you click on our course card, you go to ivylearn.ivytech.edu and you sign in and you click English 220 for the summer semester. This is the home page when you land into the course. There's a quick link to our course syllabus on the page, and there's also a quick link to our course Zoom. So if you ever need to get in on a live session with me and we have a time scheduled, you can just click course Zoom link and go straight into the Zoom session as soon as possible. These cards right here allow you to navigate immediately to the modules of the course. We'll get to modules here in just a moment, but they allow you to navigate immediately to the modules for whatever week that you're working on. Most pages in the course are published now. Some pages I'm in the process of updating a little bit, but those are later in the term. And so I'll be working on updating those probably in the first week or so that they're available to you later on when you access them in the course. Over here on the left margin of the screen are the internal links to navigate for our literature course. The main control panel is over here on the far left of the screen, and you'll see on yours it actually has names for the buttons, and that includes like the inbox button and the dashboard button and the studio button, so on and so forth, the help button and what have you. The navigation menu on the side is for us. I have turned off the links that I don't think you're going to need to access. I think sometimes these Canvas sites can get really busy, really crowded, and there are a lot of features that students don't take advantage of that are built into the class. And why, if you're not going to use them, why even include them in the navigation menu? So I've tried to make our class a little more streamlined, a little more intuitive, feel more like a website than to just have all of the links open to you, and you might not end up using them, and we might not use them at all as the course continues. That said, if there's an option in the course that's turned off and you'd like me to turn it on, or you'd like to access a portion of the course that I don't have included on the main menu, let me know and I'll help you get to it as soon as possible. First link on here is the announcements page. This is where you're going to see announcements that get posted. In general, there will be one announcement at the start of the week, and it'll go through and talk about what the work is that's expected, and it will include any sort of overview information that you might need related to the course. I will also use the announcements feature if I need to message everybody about something in particular that's sort of off our weekly announcement schedule. If there's a concern or if something really cool is about to debut on a streaming service and I want to draw your attention to it because it's related to our course, that's what I'll do. I'll send announcements that way. You do have the opportunity to respond to the announcements, almost like a discussion board style. You can add comments onto them if you would like to do that. Below announcements is the syllabus link. Now, I recorded an entirely separate video going over the syllabus for the course and the expectations. So I'm going to have you go watch that video that provides the overview of the syllabus rather than talk about the syllabus too much within this video with you. The next link on our list going down the line is the modules link. And the modules link is the heart of the course. This is where you're going to go to access nearly anything that you need for the semester. All the information is in the modules section. All of the assignments are in the modules section. And the modules are structured to be sort of a predictable line down the way. Let me go over quickly the first module, which is the resources module, and then we'll go over the rest of the modules. And actually, I'm just going to show you one module. You can get a sense of what it looks like then at that one module and what I want you to be working on each week. And then from there, it'll be basically the same, repeated for 8 weeks throughout the term. In the resources module, there are a few opportunities for you to click on to access information. So there's a course resources module. This includes information on, using Canvas if you have any questions or how to submit a help desk ticket. It also includes some extra things about like where to go to do good research or where to go to find other kinds of relevant information. So course resources is really just available for you, anything related to the English course that you're taking this semester. The instructor communication plan provides you with an overview on the variety of ways that you can reach out to me if you have questions or concerns. And also my commitment to you about timely responses and the encouragement to at least try to find one day to take for yourself every single week so you don't get so tired. The course recordings page will include direct links to any of these videos, the how-to videos, the discussion videos, the overview videos. When something's really important, I might try to record a video for it just to kind of like walk you through and show you how to do things or to provide some additional context and commentary. That's where course recordings will be housed. If you have questions about using the Ivy Plus bookshelf, if you have opted into the Ivy Plus bookshelf program and you want the digital book to be built into the class, you can click there. The student guide contains an FAQ on the Ivy Plus bookshelf. We'll get to Ivy Plus in just a second, but I also have a PDF version of our textbook, and you can click that and access the PDF version of our textbook for download it if you need to. Student support services includes general resources that the college provides to you as students, so information on accommodations or information on the Ivy Cares initiative to help with meeting basic needs, information related to getting access to an academic advisor or registering for courses or anything else that the college provides as part of its resources to you. The online cafe is an area that I have created within the discussions area that is an ungraded portion of the course and allows you to just chat about anything you want, keeping it professional and keeping it academic, of course. If you read an interesting book or you see a really interesting movie or you've seen something on the news and you want to talk about it with people, or you just want to share something that's going on or a tip that you have for other students, you feel free to take advantage of coming to the online cafe and participate. I'll participate here as well to share some insights that I have that maybe I'm not going to share necessarily in an announcement, But just as this is a space for us to just chat with each other like we would be doing before or after a class, to try to recreate that feeling in this online world. Okay, every module looks like this one. There's a title, and you'll see that the titles of our modules are really oriented around the eras and geography that are going to structure our courses. Our course moves in approximate chronological order, not 100%, but approximate chronological order from the ancient Mesopotamian world up through the Renaissance in Europe. Every module contains an overview page. Now, I want to highlight the overview page for you because I have written the content that's on this overview page. This is not a place filler. This is not just a resource page that just puts in and there's like a sentence or two setting you up for what's about to happen. Every overview page I have written, I think it should be the first thing you read every week. It will provide you a sense of what we are studying. You can see that there's a couple of images, but mostly it's text. And in the overview page, I provide you with sort of what I want you to get out of this week, the main ideas that I want you to keep in mind as you start doing the readings for the week. It will also let you know if like, hey, this week we're working on a paper and it's, you might want to make sure that you're scheduling some extra time to do the drafting process. Or, hey, this week the text is a little longer than normal, so you might want to set aside a little more time. So this overview page is not just a 30,000-foot general statement. It's a real oriented, this is what we're working on this week style of thing, with additional information about the readings or insights that I want you to look for. So keep an eye out for the overview page that's at the start of each module. Then there's a section that's called Week 1 Content. This is where I'm going to provide you with an overview of the things that I want you to pay attention to related to work in week 1. This will always include a reading list and a learning activities list, the text that you need to read this week, and also the assignments that you're going to be working on. So it's kind of like a checklist that's provided for you. You can see our week 1 reading list here sort of sets things up and provides you with a little bit of structure and reminders. You can see that, for example, the weeks are always broken up by Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. All the work is due by the end of the day on Sunday. Although I explained previously that you'll see most of the time it's set for 9 a.m. Monday. That gives you a little bit of a buffer window for getting things submitted so you don't feel stressed as you're trying to submit at the end of the day on Sunday. And of course, extensions are always possible. Just got to reach out to me and ask if you can have an extension, and I'll be happy to grant you one. In the reading list, as I said, I've organized them. It's just a recommendation, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Maybe for you, it's going to be Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Or maybe for you, it's going to be Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, or Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Or maybe you're going to have your own work structure, a little bit on Monday, a little bit on Tuesday, a little bit on Wednesday, a little bit on Thursday, a little bit on Friday, so that you've got everything done by the end of the week. Whatever you want to do, it's your work schedule. As long as you've got a good time management system, good deadline system in place, that's really what matters. You'll see that when there are page numbers and no link, that's a recommendation for finding it in the book. Now, in the reading engagement video, I actually show you how to use the digital textbook. So I'm going to encourage you to watch the reading engagement video to find additional information on accessing our resources. I've got page numbers listed if you're using a physical copy of the book, or you can use the navigation menu inside the ebook to find the texts that way. But again, we'll talk more about how to use the ebook in the reading engagement video. If something is linked on the reading list and learning activities page, that is a text that you download directly. And it's saved or loaded in as a PDF for you. Sometimes I have context documents. These are documents that I created. I wrote them, I researched them, I put them together. There are pictures sometimes that I place in, and footnotes and facts and information that I think you might find interesting related to the topic that we are studying that week. So I provide those. Those are recommended. You don't have to read them. I recommend that you do, because I think it would really help provide additional information. But sometimes they're on the longer side, 10 pages or so. Single spaced 10 pages is a lot to read. And so you might not have the time to do it, or you might want to skim through. In a way that's similar to a textbook, I highlight words in bold and italics to draw attention to key concepts. So you might use your textbook efficient reading, skimming skills to go through and identify the areas that you might want to take a closer look at. So those are the recommended contexts for you, and also the information about where to find the text in the book, or you can go to the ebook and use the navigation menu to find the text that way. And then there's a to-do list that comes with every single overview and reading list and activity and learning activities page. There's another section called sessions. And if there are any videos that I record that week, I'll put those in that category. If there are live opportunities to meet with me, I'll put those in that category. Not every week will have session videos or information overviews for you. But if there are, that's where they will go. So you can see our introductory live meetings are all linked in the sessions section. The course overview video will be put there, the syllabus overview video, the reading engagement overview video. They'll all be put under the sessions. That's where you would go to attend something live with me, or where you would go to watch a video. That's what sessions are. And then you have the assignments portion of the module. That includes the link to the quiz and the link to the discussion board and to the reading engagement opportunity assignments. When you click on the quiz, you'll see now I'm back in the student view here. Just to show the way that it looks here, quiz covers the contextual essay on the ancient Mediterranean and Near Eastern literature, which is pages 3 through 17 in the Norton Anthology. Take the quiz. It shows you one question at a time, no time limit, unlimited attempts, and you can see how many questions there are at the top here for the quiz. For the discussions, you'll see that there's a guideline for online discussions. This includes information on how I'll be grading the discussions. And essentially, I have a complete, in progress, and incomplete grading structure. Sometimes there will be specific questions. Other times there will be a more open-ended opportunity, but the due dates follow. As I mentioned in the syllabus video, my goal is to be very active on the online discussions forums with you. So keep that in mind as you are working on discussions. And then here you can see the discussion section, which you can also access by linking right here. Ivy Advising, the link for Ivy Advising will take you to make an appointment with an academic advisor or set up to be able to schedule time with any professor at the college. Tutor.com is a free service that's provided, or not actually technically not free, but up to you. You have a certain number of free opportunities with Tutor.com. If you would like someone to provide feedback on a draft of an assignment, you can use that if you wish. It's not Ivy Tech people that are part of it, and I've actually designed the class in such a way to give you lots of opportunities for feedback and growth. I don't know if you'll need it, but I put it there for you in case you do. I'm not going to click on the grades section to show you what it looks like, obviously, because the teacher side of grades shows you everyone who's in the class and all the grade columns and how those exist. And the student side is going to be a little different, but you'll be able to click on the grade book there to follow along with your progress in the course. In general, I'm not worried about grades because I think if you're doing the work and you're engaging in the course, you're going to be perfectly fine. But that's where you would go to keep track of those things. And that's also where you would go to find feedback on your work. I'll talk a little more about where to click to access feedback in a future resource video for you. That is, in a sense, the course. We've tried to keep it pretty streamlined, and so all of the information is really contained in the module section and the syllabus section and the announcement section, and you can link to pretty much everything from there. If you haven't had an opportunity to watch the syllabus review video, I strongly recommend that you do so. And I will have another video for you on the reading engagements, how to do those and how to access and use the digital book that I would also encourage you to watch. I'm excited to have you in this course. I'm excited to teach this course. Teaching the World Literature 1, text from the ancient world up through the Renaissance is one of my favorite things to do at the college. I think there's a lot of wisdom to be found in ancient and older literature. And it's also shocking how modern it is at the same time, how much we see ourselves in these texts. And a reminder that the world that we live in might feel very different in a variety of ways, but what it means to be human has been a relatively consistent thing since the very first art was painted up on cave walls and allowed to try to tell narrative stories or do something using art to capture the human experience. I think it's going to be a great semester, and I'm looking forward to it. Don't forget, you can always reach out if you have questions. I'm looking forward to learning more about you and engaging with you. And if you have questions over navigating the course, don't hesitate to reach out. We can hop on a Zoom together. Thanks.